In this video, we will solve a numerical problem on Nash equilibrium. The question is, there are two firms in an oligopolistic industry competing in prices and selling homogeneous product. We have two firms selling identical product and competing in prices. So that means it is a Bertrand competition. Okay. When firms are competing in terms of price, so we will have Bertrand Nash equilibrium. Total cost of production for firm I is being given as CIQI is equal to 10QI. This is the total cost function for firm I, where QI is the quantity produced by firm I. Suppose firm I sets a price PI and firm J sets a price PJ. The market demand faced by firm I is being given as QI is equal to 100 minus PI if firm I sets less price than firm J. QI will be equal to 0. That means firm QI will get 0 share of the market if firm I gets or charges a price greater than firm J, and QI will be equal to 100 minus PI upon 2. That means firms will split the market if price charged by firm I is exactly equal to the price charged by firm J. For IJ is equal to 1, 2 and I is not equal to J, prices can take integer values here only. Okay, Nash equilibrium or equilibria are given by, so we are being given four choices here and we have to see which of the combinations of prices actually give us Nash equilibrium or Nash equilibria. This is a multi-select option. There can be more than one option is correct. Okay, let's see how to solve this question. So let us see what happens in Bertrand competition first. Let us say we have the total market demand is being denoted by Q, capital Q, and let me write it on this side. Okay, this will make more sense. Let us say total quantity in the market is capital Q. Okay, if we have two firms, okay, let us say firm 1, if firm 1 sets a price less than firm 2, what happens? Firm 1 gets all the market. That means Q1 is equal to capital Q, and firm 2 will get 0 market share. Okay, firm 2 will not get any market at all. If firm 1 sets a price greater than P2, in this case firm 1 will sell nothing. That means he will get 0 share of the market, and firm 2 will get all the market. Okay, let us denote it by capital Q. And if price set by firm 1 is exactly equal to price set by firm 2, in this case what happens? Firm 1 produces an output or gets the market share which is equal to the firm 2. That means in this case market is split between the two firms when they both charge the same price. Okay, one thing that is important here is that both the firms have same marginal cost. If P1 is equal to P2 is equal to marginal cost. Okay, when both the firms set same prices and their marginal costs are same, in that case Nash equilibrium exists when both firms set the same price. Okay, so this is the Nash equilibrium condition in case of Bertrand Duopoly model. When firms are competing in firms, that means each firm will set a price equal to its competitors, which is equal to the marginal cost, and the market will be split between them. No firm has any incentive here to charge less price than his competitors and to remain in the market. Okay, now let's come to the question here. We have to find out the Nash equilibrium. By Nash equilibrium, what we mean? A Nash equilibrium is when each player's strategy is optimal when considering the decision of the other player. Or a Nash equilibrium is when the optimal outcome is when there is no incentive for players to deviate from their initial strategy. That means when each player is playing his best possible strategy Given the opponent is also playing his best possible strategy, that very set of strategies we call the Nash equilibrium strategy. Okay. Now, one important thing is in Nash equilibrium that, and let me write it here, which comes handy in this question, that there is no incentive to deviate. Okay. And let me write it here. No incentive to deviate. So, Nash equilibrium will occur when no firm has any incentive to deviate from their initial strategies. Okay, then what is the incentive to deviate here? In this question, what will be the incentive to deviate? Let me write it here. So, no incentive to deviate denotes the Nash equilibrium. But what is the incentive to deviate here? There are two incentives to deviate. Either to charge less price than the competitor, or charge more price, okay, more price than the competitor. Okay, so incentive to deviate in this question means either the firm charges less price or more price given the price of the competitor. Let's take these options one by one. Okay, so first option is given us as P1 is equal to 10, P2 is equal to 10. Okay, now let's also write here what is the marginal cost. Marginal cost is, the derivative of cost function with respect to output. So marginal cost is equal to, if we take derivative of this function with respect to qi, so we will get 10. That means marginal cost is same for both the firms, which is equal to 10. Nash equilibrium will occur when each firm sets a price which is equal to the marginal cost. That will denote the Nash equilibrium. Let's take one by one and see what happens, which of the strategies is obviously there or actually the Nash equilibrium. So the first option is being given us when firm 1 sets price of 10 and firm 2 also sets a price of 10. We will take firm 1 in consideration. Okay, let us say if firm 1 sets a price greater than the firm 2, that means firm 1 is charging a price greater than $10. What happens in this case? Firm 1 will get zero share of the market. Obviously, as I have told you, uh, whosoever firm charges a less price than his competitors gets all the market share. Okay, that means firm 1 will get zero market share and firm 2 will get all market. So quantity, as here it is being shown, if qi is uh, you know if price set by firm 1 is less than price set by firm 2, okay, in this case firm 1 will get all market. But if firm 1 sets a price greater than firm 2, firm 1 gets zero market and firm 2 will get all the market. Obviously, that is, it will get 100 minus P2. Okay, so is there any incentive for firm 1 to charge a higher price than his competitor's price of $10? No, at all. Why? Because he is getting zero share of the market. What if second scenario can be, and let's write it here, what if firm 1 charges a price less than the price charged by firm 2? That means P1 will be less than $10. Okay, in this case what happens to firm 1? Firm 1 will get all the market, but he will be making loss because q1 will get all the market, but he will be making loss because if price is less than 10, that means firm is charging a price of $9 because prices can take only integer values here. Okay, and marginal cost for firm 1 is $10. Since price is greater than marginal cost, okay, firm 1 will be making loss here, isn't it? He is getting less price than the marginal cost, so firm 1 will be making loss here. Okay, so is it suitable for firm 1 to charge less price? No, it is not suitable for, because he is making loss in this case. So we can say if P1 is equal to 10, P2 is equal to 10, firm 1 has no incentive to change from this initial strategy of charging $10, because if he charges a price greater than P2, in this case he will get zero share of the market and firm 2 will catch all the market. But if firm 1 charges a price less than the firm 2, that is price less than 10, in this case he is making loss. So there is no incentive for firm 1 to change his initial strategy. Okay, so here we can say firm 1 has no incentive to deviate. Okay, no incentive to deviate. So this combination is actually the Nash equilibrium. And similarly, we can use the logic for firm 2. If firm 2 charges firm, and you can draw the uh, conclusion for firm 2 also. Let's take next scenario. This scenario, when price charged by firm 2 is 12, and sorry, price charged by firm 1 is 12 and price charged by firm second is also 12. Again, using the same logic, if price charged by firm 1 is greater than price charged by firm 2, in this case that means P1 is greater than 12. Okay, and in this case also firm 1 will get zero share of the market, because firm 1 is charging greater price than firm 2. Okay, and I have told you whosoever charges less price gets all the market, and Q2 will get all the market, that is 100 minus P2. And what can be another situation here? Same situation, if firm 1 charges a price less than the price charged by firm 2, that means price charged by firm 1 is less than 12, and it can be P1 can be 11. Okay, less than 11 means less than 12 means here 11, because prices can take integer values only. It cannot be 11.99 or 11.1, 11.2, because prices are in integers. So if firm 1 charges a price less than the price charged by firm 2, Q1 will be equal to firm 1 will get all the market. Okay, so firm 1 will get all the market, that means 100 minus Qi, and firm 2 will get zero share of the market. Okay, in the first scenario we have seen whether firm 1 charges greater price or less price, he has no incentive to change from his initial strategy, because in the first scenario he is getting zero share of the market, and in the second scenario he is making loss because his price is less than marginal cost. But here, if he is charging greater price, he gets zero share of the market, obviously. So here he has no incentive to do it. But if he charges a price less than his competitors, that is price is less than 12, in this case he is getting all the market share and firm 2 is getting no market share. And we can say here we have the incentive to deviate. Okay, incentive to deviate. what we call party बदल लिया. हाँ ये है क्या party बदल. Let's take the third scenario, and for that let me rub this out. You know, marginal cost is given us here. Same logic. If price charged by firm 1 is greater than price charged by firm 2, that means P1 is greater than 40. That means firm 1 will get 0 share of the market and firm 2 will get all share. That means 100 minus Q2. Okay, so firm 1 has no incentive to charge greater price. Let us say if firm 1 tries to charge a price less than firm 2, that means P1 is less than 40 and P1 is less than 40 means he can charge a price of 39. Let us say when this happens, firm 1 will catch up all the market because whosoever charges less price gets all the market. So firm 1 will get all the market. Okay, and firm 2 will get 0 market share. Okay, here you can see firm cannot charge a price greater than firm 1 cannot charge a price greater than firm 2. In this case he will get no market, so here he has no incentive to deviate. But if he charges less price than firm 2, he has the incentive to deviate. Okay, same logic. So here we have incentive to deviate. Incentive to deviate. Now let us see the last one. Okay, I hope you got it in your mind. For that, let me rub this out now. Now we have the D option. Okay, same logic. If P1, if firm 1 sets or charges a price which is greater than P2, that means firm 1 is setting a price greater than 11. Okay, in this case Q1 will be equal to 0. As I have told you, whosoever charges lesser price gets all the market, and firm 2 will cover up all the market. That means 100 minus Q2. So firm 1 has no incentive to deviate. But let us see another case here. If firm 1 sets a price less than firm 2, that means firm 1 is setting a price less than firm 2, that means less than 11. So P1 is equal to 10 here, because less than 11 will be here 10. Prices are taking the integers values here. Okay, if firm 1 charges a price of $10, what happens? He is charging a less price than firm 2. Okay, इसके लिए क्या होगा? Firm 1 will get all the market. Okay, पैसा ही पैसा होगा. Let us see. Firm 1 gets all the market. That means 100 minus P1, and firm 2 gets 0 share of the market. Okay, so is there incentive for firm 1 to charge less price? Yes. Superficially, if you see here, it seems okay, firm 1 will get all the market here, market share here. But if you see it, clearly, you can see when firm 1 was charging a price of $11. Okay, when firm 1 was sticking to his initial strategy, that means when price was $11, okay, marginal cost was 10. That means firm 1 was making positive profit. That means P1 minus MC. That means the markup price was that is 11 minus 10. That means the firm 1 was getting, you know, $1 profit for each, you know, unit of output sold when he was sticking to his initial strategy of $11. But when he tries to, charge a lesser price, and you can see here when he charges a price P1 is equal to 10, his marginal cost is also equal to 10. Okay, and in this case you can see it here, and let me write it here. P1 minus MC is equal to 10 minus 10. He is getting zero profit, zero economic profit. Okay, although he gets all the market share when he charges a price less than his competitors in this case, but he is getting zero economic profit. But when he sticks to his original strategy of charging $11, he was making one additional $1 profit for each output sold. So here you can see, although firm 1 can charge a less price which is equal to the marginal cost, okay, and cover up all entire market, but he will get zero economic profit. But if he sticks to his original price of 11 given his competitor is also setting the same price, in that case he was making positive economic profit. Okay, so let me try to, if I have the space here, to explain it further. Okay, let us see what is the profit here. So it is very important. What is profit? Profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. Okay, when firm 1 was, and what is total revenue here? When both are charging the same price, as we have seen, market will get splitted. Okay, that means firm 1 will get Q1 will be equal to 100 minus PI, which is 11 divided by 2. That comes out to be 89 divided by 2. That means 89 divided by 2 kota go, you go 44.5. 44.5. Okay, when firm 1 was charging the same price as his competitors, firm 1 was able to sell an output of $44.5. Okay, that means total revenue will be P1 Q1. Okay, minus total cost is simply 10 times Q1. Okay, 10 times Q1. So P1 into Q1 means P1 is 11 into 44.5 minus 10 into Q1 means 10 tens are 100. So this will come out to be this is 489.5. 489.5 minus what exactly is this? Q1 is equal to 44. So we have here, so Q1 is same, and here it is 44.5. 44.5, it comes out to be 445. That means profit was $44.5. Okay, so firm 1 was making $44.5 of economic profit. Okay, but when firm 1 charges a less price, that means when firm 1 sets a price equal to 10, okay, he charges all the market, he charges less price than his competitors, he gets all the market. Okay, so when firm 1 sets less price than his competitors, he gets this all market. And let me write it here in this case. So total market that firm 1 will get, which is equal to 100 minus the price, that is 10. So this comes out to be 90. So firm 1 is able to get all the market, which is equal to $90. But what is the profit here? As I told you, profit is simply equal to total revenue minus total cost. So what is the total revenue? So that is P1 into Q1 minus total cost will be equal to uh, you know uh, total cost is 10 times Q1, that means 10 times Q1. So we got Q1 is equal to 90. Here you can see we have 90 into Q1. Sorry, this is 10 into 90. Okay, P is 10 into 90 minus here we have also 10 into 90. So we get here 900 minus 900. That means we are getting here zero economic profit. Okay, it is very important here to see when firm one is charging a less price than his competitor's price. That means when P1 is less than P2, P1 is less than 11. By less than 11 we mean P1 is equal to 10, because we are being told prices can take only integer values. So less than 11 means less than 11 means 10. Okay, so firm 1 is getting all the market. Okay, he is able to produce he is able to get all the market of 90 units, but he is making zero economic profit. Okay, when he tries to set a price less than his competitors. But when he or she was sticking to the initial price, that is P1 was 11. Okay, in this case, although he has to split the market between his competitor, he will be he gets only 44.5 units of market share, but he is able to get an economic profit of $44.5. So I mean, why should firm 1 change or charge a price less than his competitor's price? In the last option, firm 1 has no incentive to deviate from the initial strategy given. Firm 2 is sticking to his optimal strategy also. So in the last scenario we have seen here, we have no incentive to deviate. Okay, let me write it here. We have no incentive to deviate. So so let me write it here. No incentive to deviate. So when we have no incentive to deviate, this is our this denotes our Nash equilibrium. Okay, so this is Nash equilibrium. Incentive to deviate means we don't have Nash equilibrium. Here we have incentive to deviate, and here we have no incentive to deviate. So we got two Nash equilibria here. Okay, so when both the firms are charging a price equal to $10, and when both the firms are charging a price equal to $11, and these two are our Nash equilibria strategy given this Bertrand competition. But one important thing that I want to you know make here, in Bertrand competition, as I have told you, there are two things. Okay, if prices are continuous, if prices are continuous, then we have only one Nash equilibrium. Okay, that means the only Nash equilibrium will be when P1 is equal to P2, which is equal to the marginal cost, when prices are continuous. By continuous, what we mean, if firm 1, let us say firm 1 is charging, let us say $10, firm 2 is also charging $10. if firm 1 charges a price, let us say 9.9, okay, firm 2 will also charge then 9.9. So if firm 2 charges 9.9 and firm 1 charges 9.8, okay, when there is continuous, when prices are continuous, in simple words, when prices are continuous, then we have only one Nash equilibrium. Okay, in that case firms will undercut each other's prices till they charge a price equal to marginal cost. And let me repeat it here if I can get any idea. So let us say if marginal cost is equal to, let us say 10, okay, if firm 1 is charging, let us say $11, firm 2 is also charging $11 and prices are continuous, then if firm 1 charges $10.99, firm 2 will also stick and it will also charge 10.99, okay, then firm 1 will set 10.98, firm 2 will also set 10.98. So they will undercut each other's prices till they reach a point where P1 will be equal to P2 will be equal to their marginal cost. Okay, so when prices are continuous, only one Nash equilibrium occurs when both firms charge a price equal to the marginal cost. But when prices are when prices are in integers, obviously positive integers, okay, then there are two Nash equilibrium. One is when P1 is equal to P2 is equal to marginal cost. This is one Nash equilibrium. And second Nash equilibrium is when P1 is equal to P2 is equal to MC plus 1. Okay? When both the firms charge a price 1 unit greater than the marginal cost, okay, then that will also be our Nash equilibrium. Here you can see P1 is equal to P2 is equal to, in the first case P1 was 10, P2 was 10, marginal cost was also 10. And second Nash equilibrium we got, that is when both firms charge a price equal to 1 greater than marginal cost. So marginal cost was 10, so we got here MC plus 1. This is MC plus 1. So P1 is equal to MC plus 1 because marginal cost is 10. So 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. Okay. So I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.